Test 1, 2. Here we go. Grab our friends. Bingo. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. Depends on where you're watching from today. Dante here. Glad to be back with you guys for another beautiful day in OFA. And we have a fun one planned. Typically, this is Tuesday. So Tuesday is Trey Day, or as Trey likes to call it, DNT Day. But here today is from 12 to 1 going to be all about Ecom. All things Ecom with our champion of the Ecom track, Trey Lewellen. We have a really fun session planned. Normally, we do more of an Ellen DeGeneres style, excuse me, where Ellen DeGeneres doesn't speak with her guests beforehand. It really promotes a natural, organic conversation. Typically, we like to play that game. But this week, we did plan a little bit. We did talk about what we want to talk about. And Q4 starts tomorrow. If you don't know, Q4 is the Super Bowl of Ecom. If you're an Ecom business owner, you are waiting all year, chomping at the bit, planning for Q4. Many businesses make the large bulk of their yearly earnings just in Q4. I got you, Angela. Many businesses make most of their earnings just in Q4. So they live for this. And we're going to start out Q4 with a really, really great session. I'm super excited for it. But before that, it is currently 11:03 Eastern Standard Time. That means from 11 to 12, we have an open borders coaching session. Ask me any question you have about anything, whatever, any track. From 11 to 12 today, we can work on any track. So expert questions are absolutely welcome. From 12 to 1, we're going to do Ecom specific. So from 12 to 1, Trey will not be answering any expert questions, but he will be answering Ecom questions. And just a quick reminder, gang, if you're an expert here today, please stick around. Marketing is marketing is marketing. Business is business is business. Profit margins are profit margins, right? So what we learn from Trey is going to apply to your expert funnels as well and your expert business as well. Lots of great insights coming down the pipe. So I'm going to hopscotch just a little bit. I know I wasn't able to get to some questions yesterday, so we're going to start there and specifically with Margaret. Good morning, Margaret. How can I help today? She's like, whoa, come on now.
Right. Awesome. Yes, I was hopscotching a lot yesterday. I was in and out. So a couple of questions. Like I said, we are ready to go, and I could just tell you, it is just all kinds of energy and crazy, right? On the in the course, we talked about, what incentives I could really give someone if they pay full. 4 payment plan, 2 payment plan. I do like the idea of setting up different tracks for them, but I get it takes longer. And so we are in the midst of getting ready to get get our publication out for this year. I like the idea, and I just wanted to hear your thoughts on, I'm trying to make sure that I am not pulled into everything, right? I just don't have the bandwidth to do it. And so I'm always looking for something, perceived value, that folks would lean into. So our magazine, we typically get our stories from small business owners. This is their voice. This is their way of being showcased to the world. I started doing this not just because of COVID, we're already publishing the magazine, but it's really the small business owner's way of saying, hey, I'm out here. And so we would give them a handpick those that are going to provide articles. And so we'll give them like 450 words. So I'm thinking those that are full payment, that we could give them a article space or maybe some advertising, but for sure we could do the article if they want to do articles, not a pitch piece, but something that really trains people and stuff like that links back to their funnel, links back to whatever they wanted to link to on their byline. That way I'm not committed to meeting one-on-ones I'm trying to get out of one-on-ones now. So what do you think about that, because we're doing it anyway, and
I love that. You're already doing it. It's already an asset. So I think we talked last time about You could just give them 3 months or 6 months or a year, right? You can just give them access to the digital magazine. For everybody who doesn't know, Margaret's magazine is digital, which means no cost, right? She doesn't have to print it. She doesn't have to ship it. It's free. It's basically just an email. So in that, I would love you just giving it away. Maybe instead of just giving it away, you want to take some of your best publications from the past, and maybe you'll say, we want to give you our 6 best magazines that have ever been produced over the last 5 years, whatever it is, right?
Okay.
I would do that.
I like that too.
It's simple. It's easy. On the note of your payment plan and your full price, I know we talked also about, for a payment plan, drip out the content slowly so that they can't receive all their content until the 4th payment was made. And that's what we should do. But again, you're hitting the nail on the head, Margaret. Success loves speed. You as the entrepreneur, you can't do all these things. You're not meant to do all these things.
Right.
You just need to, you as the entrepreneur, Margaret, you're meant to validate the process. You're meant to make the offers, launch the offers, and get and say, great, this offer is converting. This is something I want to pour more into. Then we pass it off to our staff. We pass it off to the people that are going to do those things for us. Now, maybe we have to find somebody to do those things for us, but that's fine. When we know that we have a thing that's converting and working and we want to pour more into it, then we're more confident to go find the right people to do those things for us. So I say all that to say, don't even worry about the drip on this first one. Don't even worry about setting up the technicalities. Who cares, right? Like, how many people do you think will be in this next webinar?
Right. Well, not a whole lot, because we haven't done a hard push, because I wanted to resolve this payment plan piece. And this is but this is still part of our hard launch, so we're okay with that. And so everyone's ready to run and go, which is great. We're starting to get radio callers and stuff like that, which is fantastic. And we're getting people into, kind of, with my team and a couple other people, put some freebie folks in that's already working through the course. So, paying clients aren't the first, one, inside the community and all of that. So we're really kind of positioning, but so I'm not really concerned about, this week necessarily. I won't be doing it next week. I'll be traveling, but I'll be doing it the following week. So we'll have 2 weeks to just totally ramp up and, get people into the training.
That's perfect. So let's say you're going to get 100 people in this week's call, soft call. Of those 100 people, let's say you hit that 10% close rate that we're all shooting for. So that means you made 10 sales. Let's just make easy math, cut it in half. Half of them do full pay. Because you say, hey, if you do one payment, if you do your full pay, I'm going to give you my best 6 magazine articles. This is going to hyper accelerate your success. So you're incentivizing the full pay. So let's say we get 5 full pays and we get 5 payment plans. Great. Then 5 people get get unlimited access right away without the drip. Who cares, right? It's such a small number. We did the thing. We validated. Great. It's awesome. Now you can go next week, have somebody set up the drip and set up the tech to be the right way. Does that all make sense?
Yeah. Yes. And I really like the idea about, because we could pull articles. We can do so much. It's like a jigsaw puzzle.
Yep.
So we could pull articles, because I've done some very specific articles about grants, but not just about grants, but funders, so they could link directly to potential opportunities already that are revolving funders, grant funders. So I could see that really being something that they would value. So that's what I want to do, is bring some value to the table. And
the first article, the first magazine I would give them would be a high value magazine where they can acquire information that they can apply or they can do or they can act on, deliver massive value on the first. The second one that I gave them would be one that had a bunch of case studies in there or success stories in there, right? Because now I'm going to give them massive value, and the next week or the next article they read is going to be other people showing how they've used that value to have the success that they want. Boom. From then on out, I could care less what the other 4 are. You'll have them set and pre-framed properly.
Right. Now, like I said, we do have, because the magazine is broken up into sections. It's not all about grant ratings. It's all about the small business entrepreneurship life, and really making it work for you, because it's a really a holistic kind of approach to that. But
Yes.
in our bottom line section, we'll talk about insurance, finances, and grants.
Yes.
Access to capital really is what we're getting at. So yeah, I could see that. So that's perfect. So I'll use that as my you know carrot for them. So they're they have the incentive to purchase
Right.
the full rate. So I have one more question.
Sure.
We also talked about the affiliates, and I was talking to my logistics guy yesterday. We met. Um, can you explain to me again? Can we, for the same course, for the same grant course, could there be different percentage
Oh yeah.
levels, even though,
Oh yeah.
say 10 people are you know, selling the same thing or getting people into our web class? Can that, because this is what he told me, and I don't know if this is correct, because I just don't know. I'm learning. If I could do this all day, this would be great. That's what I'm pushing for. So can they take them? Because I don't want to take them to. I don't want the affiliates, just pushing them to purchase the 997 course. They have to go through the free web class.
Okay, I'm going to stop you there. They shouldn't have to go through the web class, because as an affiliate, you're now shackling your affiliates.
Okay.
Excuse me. Still getting over that little cold. So what happens, Margaret? Here's a scenario. You help somebody get their first grants. That person then goes to a small business club in their local area, and they talk about how they got their first grant and they're able to do this thing with their business because of this grant, and how it's already had massive side effects. And so they go to like a small business meeting and they do basically the webinar. They talk to the people, they set the people, and the people that are there are like, wow, I want this, I need this thing. So then they go talk to the affiliate, and the affiliate's like, yeah, I can get you in. It was a really easy course. It only took me a week or two. It was only $997. And from that, I was able to get my first 10,000 grant, and it transformed my business. We can get you right in there. And then the affiliate has to send them a link to a webinar where they have to then wait until that Thursday where they can watch the hour-and-a-half presentation. Right? So we should have two tracks. The affiliates should have a link where they can send certain people to the webinar, people that are not ready to buy, people that want more info. The affiliate gets them on the hook. You close with the webinar. But that affiliate, that you will have people that are like, yes, I trust this person. This person told me to do that. I want to do this thing. They got to have a fast path to success. Give them right to the link. Does that make sense?
Yes. And when you say it's, I feel like I'm in a television show. Well, when you say it like that, it just really sounds bad. Okay. So
this is a skill set though. Marketing is a muscle that we have to flex. And how do we build muscle? By breaking it down, right? Customer journey. Journey. We as marketers must be hyper obsessed with our customers and thinking about all the different scenarios that our customers might encounter, and we make it as easy as we can for customers
to do business with us. And I say that as well. So I can see that. So that's what he was mentioning. So we'll have the two tracks where, and I don't think anything needs to be set up differently. They would just have access to the purchase link.
That's correct. Access to the purchase link, access to the webinar link. Easy peasy.
Okay, perfect. That's it for me. I think that's enough to digest. I'm going to send this guy a message right now, though, so he doesn't do what I asked him to do yesterday. So thank you. I appreciate that.
You got it, Margaret. Happy to help. Great work. Okay, let's hop over. Ooh, Ross is new. I haven't spoken to you yet. How can I help today, Ross?
Hi there, can you hear me okay?
Loud and clear.
Perfect. First of all, thank you very much. It's great to be able to speak to you.
Great to speak to you.
I've been speaking a lot with your AI version, so to have your real life version, it's quite fun.
Awesome.
Mainly, I just wanted to ask, I'm going through the expert track at the moment, and I've been in ClickFunnels for quite a while. So the product that I have is called Arithmetic Mastery 2.0.
I'm sorry, could you say that one more time?
It's called Arithmetic Mastery 2.0.
Sweet, gotcha.
And it is a course for children aged 8 to 9 to really help them improve in maths. And I'm a teacher myself, so it is built upon my own practice. And basically, I wanted to know whether it's the right choice to go through a webinar funnel for something that I've sent a lot of people to the sales page for this. Overall, I've probably had somewhere between 500 and 600 people visit this sales page. That's both cold traffic and also people coming in through a lead magnet. So I've sent them follow-up emails and they've got to that web page.
Right.
So with all those between 500 and 600 people, I've actually only had one purchase. And when I looked through to find out who that person was, it looks like it was another teacher potentially trying to do something similar. So he maybe wanted to scout the competition. But I just wanted to know whether I can accept that the sales page may not be particularly strong, but whether then trying to go towards a webinar might be the wrong choice and that it could be a product market fit issue.
Well, what's your market? Your product is academic coaching and training, yes?
Yes, so it will be for parents of children aged 8 to 9 who are struggling in maths.
Okay, beautiful. And so market to match sounds wonderful there. There's children who are struggling with math. Their parents want to help their children get better so they can have better lives in the future. You provide the knowledge and frameworks for the student to have success. Not worried about the market to message match here at all. You're perfect on that, Ross. One thing about VSLs, they can be tough to nail. I got to be honest. A lot of people have a tough time with VSLs, and VSLs, they're tricky funnels. They're not the market. It's not it's not the market. It's really messaging. And it can just be tough to nail. And they're so long, they're so big, there's so much messaging in there. It's really hard to pinpoint like what's good and what's bad. What should I tweak? What should I leave? So don't be too hard on yourself. 500 to 600 people and one sale for a VSL. Have you ever launched a VSL before, or is this your first one?
So I mean, I've been in ClickFunnels for over a year now, and I've managed to build up lots of different leads through several different lead magnets. But I've been trying to channel them to different products at different times. But this is the first big sort of course that I actually completed throughout. After I'd also tried to plug an ebook, plug like a little home learning thing, but none of them were really lining up with what people wanted. And I went to the parents of the children. Well, I went to the parents of the children in my class because I actually teach this age group as well. I also do some extra tutoring and gave them the full access. I was like, look, is this something you would find useful? Is this what you would like? Or would you prefer to have more of a hands-on approach as a parent to be working with the child? And a lot of them were just like, I want as little to do with it as possible. I would much rather just have a plug and play like solution. So that's why I sort of came away from the home learning resources and gave more to give this course to your child, sit them down, get them to work through it.
Yes, I love that, Ross. In 2025, people want speed. People want success. They want guaranteed results, and they want to do the least amount of work for it. And especially with parents, right? How many parents, from what I've learned about this industry, how many parents, when you give them a system that they can teach to their kids, how many parents barely got through maths themselves and they don't feel adequate in math? So now I'm yeah, me too, Deborah, me too. Like that is, oh my gosh, my heart is tingling right now just thinking about having to teach my son anything more than 2 + 2. I would just teach him how to use ChatGPT, right? I'm a terrible mathematician. I'm the worst at it, and it gives me a lot of anxiety. So then you tell me, hey, here's my product. It'll help you teach your kid math. Oop, see ya, gone. I don't want that. I don't have the time. I don't have the energy. I love my kids more than anything in the world, but man, that's not my forte. So yes. And what a great job being a marketer, Ross, listening to your customers. So many times our customers tell us these things, and then we'll be like, no, customer, you're wrong. The customer's never wrong. They're always right. You ask them what they want, and you build what they say that they want. That's amazing. That's perfect. What's the price point of your training?
So I've moved around with this quite a lot. I basically first launched this back at the very start of July. And at that point, I went in, I looked elsewhere, and a lot of it was like subscription models. So I was like, I didn't want to do that. I wanted it to be a one-time thing. So I went in at 149, and then it was through the email list. So once they got to like email number 4, it was then as an offer for $99.99. And then since then, I've tried to play around with it more. And since going through this course, I've added in a whole bunch of other stuff, including, you know, extra sort of workbooks that are like PDF style. Also behavior management stuff for parents, just so like if your child's not sitting down and trying this, here's some little strategies that you could put in, some scheduling, and also so like progress tracker, stuff like that, so that it just feels more as a complete package. So I've now put that at $249. But again, this is I'm not sure how to properly price that in itself. It's a pretty comprehensive course. It's 91 lessons in total, 15 different modules. It's got assessments within there as well, but it's all delivered by me by video, and it's very much children watch. I give them the instructions, they go, and I give them instant feedback within the video, answering the questions, that sort of thing.
Okay. Yeah, a webinar is going to be great for you, Ross. A webinar is going to be awesome. The only problem I'm seeing is the price point. I want that price point higher. For a webinar, typically the lowest price point that we're going to run is $997.
Right.
As a bare minimum. And webinars can sell things up to $5,000, up to $10,000. Just so you guys know, I have a buddy who sells planes through a webinar, and multi-million-dollar airplanes. Now, he doesn't push them to an order form like you would, right? He has a very high ticket product, so he pushes them to a custom consultation where then they do the whole process of looking at a plane and buying the plane, right? But anyway, $297 feels really cheap for what you've explained to me so far. And also, we really want to hit that $997 benchmark. Your profit margins are going to explode from that. At $297, when it comes to acquiring traffic, like running ads to your webinar, there's not going to be much wiggle room in there. It's going to be pretty razor thin margins. So maybe we can add a couple things to your offer to increase to that $997, or maybe you have enough in there right now to hit that $997 benchmark. Here's, without rambling on too much, Ross, here's what I think I would do. I would probably change the price point to no less than $797. And that would be my entry level. Like that is a low price point for this, because you're not selling a drill, you're selling a hole in the wall. Have you ever heard that analogy?
Yeah.
You're selling an outcome. You are selling an outcome to the parents that when their child goes to school, they're going to be able to learn the things. When their child gets homework, they're going to be able to do the homework. When the child goes to take a test, they're going to be able to pass the test. So the child's going to have confidence, and all the things that they're lacking right now, you're going to deliver that. So you're selling an outcome. Don't focus on the 15 modules. Don't focus on all the training in there. Focus on the outcome. And you're going to sell that. So I would tell you a webinar is a fantastic choice for this, especially I heard what you were saying about acquiring leads. You're able to get leads into a lead magnet. I've been able to work with Russell for almost 2 years now and hear him share a lot of ideas with people. And over these last 2 years, I've watched Russell do it many, many, many times where he says, hold on, so you're able to acquire leads to a lead magnet, and you've tried to sell the mid-ticket items, $7 to $97, but that's not really working that great. And every single time he says the same thing. Great, we'll just go lead magnet right to a webinar. Skip the second step in the value ladder. Lead magnet, acquire the lead, deliver value, put them right to a presentation where they can acquire the transformation or the outcome or the results that they actually want. And I think that would be perfect for you, Ross. It's another great way, too. You can run ads to a lead magnet. Did you run ads to acquire leads at all?
Yeah, so I was running them through Meta ads, and the first thing that they had was like a home learning guide of what to do. But then because I transitioned away from that, instead it was a video that was just like a full 20-minute assessment for children. So with me talking, an assessment, and then going through the answers at the end. So that was what I'd been running just now, and that's pulled in pretty cheap and very numerous leads. So
great. So you're going to have ads running to lead funnels. That's going to bring people into your business, and you're going to email them and say, hey, join my webinar. Now you can acquire webinar registrants for pennies on the dollar, right? Those lead costs, it's so low. Then you can also run paid ads right to the webinar as well. Now you're bringing tons of people into that presentation and you're not having to fork out tons of cash to do so. And we haven't even talked about joint venture. There's so many people out there that you could joint venture with, and they have the communities built. They have followings. Maybe they only have 10,000 people on Instagram, but those are the people you're going to start with. Once the webinar is converting, now you go to all these opportunities that have 10 to 100,000 people following them, and you say, hey, if you promote my webinar, I'll give you 40% commissions on every single person who buys. It's free money for you. Just make a post, right? So there's so many ways that we can take this. Your course sounds fantastic. You're listening to what your customers are saying, and you're building products and services that are actually going to help your customers where they are right now. I love everything about this. How do you feel about a $797 price point for your course?
Maybe you saw my face when you said that. Yeah, no, I'd never really considered going up that high. Maybe I'll need to sort of instill a little bit more belief that I think it could, or it's worth that much. I mean, it took me a very long time to make it. So I suppose when I think about it that way, I just need to make sure that all the extra things that I'm putting in there are actually adding to the value. They're not just sort of nice little add-ons, that they're actually things that do solve extra problems on top of it.
Yes, 100%, Ross, 100%. And that's it. That's just crafting an offer that actually serves our customers and solves the problems that they have along the way. Many times in webinars and creating offers like this, it's iterative processes. You do your best market research, you talk to your customers as much as you can to find out what they need, and then you launch that offer. And as you're doing your webinar, you're hearing the things that people are saying. As you're servicing clients, you're hearing what they're saying. Like, for instance, all of my clients for a course, especially the early on ones, always get an exit interview. Because I want to ask them, hey, what was your favorite part of the course? Was there anything in this entire package that you couldn't have lived without? You used it every day. If you didn't have this, you wouldn't have been able to do the thing. And they'll tell you. I say it's amazing. Thank you so much for sharing that. On the adverse side, though, is there anything in here that you didn't use or you found lacking, or you were like, yeah, if I didn't have that, it would have made no difference? And they'll tell you. And that's it. That's the game. We start tweaking. It's like, okay, great. I'm going to pull that thing out that nobody's using, and I'm going to replace it with this thing that solves their need. And this is why Russell says, do a webinar every day for a year, and I promise you won't have any financial issues again. If we do it in that mindset, which you already have of being an actual marketer, listening to our customers, after a year, we have such a rock solid offer and we have such a rock solid presentation that we can convert it anywhere. Does all that make sense?
Yeah, no, that sounds really good. I think I needed to hear that. Thank you very much.
Awesome. You got it, Ross. Great questions, man.
Thank you very much.
Okay, let's hop over to Dr. Kurt. If you're available, Dr. Kurt. If you're changing the world, that's fine. There he is. Oh, we're still muted. That's okay. I have a magic button. Should pop up on your screen there. Bingo.
Okay. Sorry.
Gotcha. Oh, you sound good today. Did you get a new mic?
No.
Oh, you sound good.
No, I've been singing to strengthen my voice.
Oh, it's working. It's literally working.
I was kidding.
Oh, okay. Well, just launch a course about it. You would have had me fooled.
So actually, when I started doing weight loss, I was talking so much more that I was sort of had a sore throat for like a year trying to catch up with all the talking I was doing. But anyway, so I have two questions. One is I'm having trouble testing my sales page because my program is $29.97, $3,000, and I'd like to do a test for like $1 or $2, but I can't figure out how to lower the price just to do a test.
Okay, I can show you how to do that. Go ahead and share your screen. Just in case anybody doesn't know, what Dr. Kurt is saying right now is he's getting ready to launch. So before we launch, we should always run our test purchases using our test card numbers. But before we go live, I'm a really big fan of testing live. Before I accept live payments, I want to use my live credit card and make sure that the product is working and it's selling, and it's when people go to my order form, they're going to be able to buy. So Dr. Kurt's product is $3,000. He could leave the product at that price point. He could just use his credit card and buy his own product, and it's his own money, right? It goes to his own bank. He can withdraw it and put it right back in his account, just minimal fees. Or we can change the product price to $1. If it works on $1, It will work on 1,000, 2,000, 5,000, 10,000. So easy way. We never want a refund. That's the big thing. Don't make your first purchase be a refund. Don't use your own monies and then refund your own monies. That's not how we want to start. So let's change the price, Dr. Kurt. Super simple here. Let's go exit top left, please. Lovely. Products tab, top left. All products. Let's go find your product.
Well, they're all the same. Let's go with the top. Well,
Sure. Let's go with that top one. It really doesn't matter, but we can do the top one. Okay, scroll me down to your pricing. Sorry, just above. Pricing is just above, a little more right there. Great. Click the settings cog on your pricing. Now you can just change that amount. Lovely. Save, bottom right. All right, great. We can see that price now changed to $1. Let's go back to your funnel, top left. Bingo, and click in. Lovely. We are going to go to your order form step. There it is. And click that purple bag for me. That shows us the products that are attached. Great. So you have your main product attached. Let's just remove that for now. You can click the X. Great. And add a product now. Let's choose 2. Yep. Great. Click your settings of that product for me, please. Oh, it was right there, but just in case. Okay, yeah, sorry. Hit back. I'm losing my marbles. Not there. Right at the top here. Yes, perfect. You can see this product is set to $1. Yes, so great. Awesome. Now you're just going to go into your order form. The $1 product is connected. Go ahead and make a test purchase.
Just click anywhere on here.
Put your mouse on the page and then click preview. It should be a little button.
Yeah,
oh, sorry. You have to close your products down. Top right. Lovely. Great. Now preview the page. Just put your mouse on. There it is. Oh, so you're in sandbox mode. You're in test mode right now. Scroll me up to the top. I can see that with the yellow banner.
Yeah, I was going to ask
you have to get out of test mode. So let's close this browser tab down. Little X up top here. Yes. Great. Let's go to our main funnel settings, top right.
Top right. Okay.
Okay, payments mode. We're going to go to live. Bingo. Scroll to the bottom and update. Perfect. Great. Okay, let's preview the order form. It's just loading. Yep, no worries here. It's just caching in time right now. Reload this browser tab. Yes. All right, and let's go to the very top. Okay, still in test mode. No worries. Close this browser tab down. Lovely. Let's reload this browser. Okay, great. I can see live in the top right. And as I look at your order form, I'm still seeing that yellow bar in the editor, the quick preview there. So here's what I want you to do. Really quick, just preview the page one more time, Dr. Kurt. Yes. Let's see if that yellow bar is on. And there we go. Now it's gone. So no yellow bar. You're not in test mode anymore. You're perfectly live. Now you can just go make a test purchase. Yep. I'm going to stop your screen share. Cool. Nobody's looking at you. You can put in your credit cards. Nobody can see a single thing. And just make that test purchase.
It's processing.
Cool.
Now, okay, congratulations, you're in. Here's your receipt. It doesn't have the amount or anything, but guess
Well,
that's it.
share your screen again. It should have the amount. It should show them the prices they've paid.
I don't know where that is now.
Click your Zoom. You just have to pull Zoom back up. At the bottom of your screen, you should see the Zoom tile. And then it'll pull this meeting back up. Still not seeing it?
I'm running around here.
I should be able to force it. Give me 1 second. Okay, we'll go like this. Like this. Did that pop Zoom back up for you?
I'm on Zoom, but I can't, like when I go to share, I'm not finding the page that I'm looking for.
It should be your whole screen, just that top left tile. It should say desktop 1 or screen 1.
Okay.
There you go. And bingo, I got you. Okay. Oh. Uh-huh. Okay. Reload the browser really quick for me, just to double check.
Now, after we finish with this question, I'll need to go back to products and change the price back, right?
Well, we did this on 2.
Right.
So I did not touch your original. Your original is the same price, but feel free to change the price back on 2. Yes. Okay, interesting. Let me go check this out. Go take me 1 tab left back to your account.
Here?
1 browser tab, just above the actual tab. Yes, lovely. Okay, take me 1 page down to your confirmation. Beautiful. And edit. Great. Okay, great. Put your mouse on that element, the right here. Yes, right there. And that's our order summary element. So that should be beautiful. That should be beautiful. Let me just look at one thing. Yes, this should be fine. Checking my account really quick. Ah, we used the wrong element. Yes. Click your add element, the little action button. Yes. On the left-hand side, go to your checkout steps. Beautiful. So you used an order summary element. What we want is an order confirmation element. At the last step in the funnel, after they've purchased, we want that confirmation instead of a summary. That will confirm the purchases they actually made. So now, yeah, let's click on your funnel. Scroll me up. There we go. Let's remove the summary.
Right here?
Perfect. Great. Now you're rocking and rolling. It's going to show the product name, the quantities, and all of your totals. Feel free to run another test purchase, but this is going to work beautifully.
Okay. I don't know what $23 came from and quantity 3.
That's just inside the editor. It's
Okay.
like you know how a video doesn't show in the editor, but it shows when you preview. Same thing here. You're not seeing the true order summary. To test this, you have to make a purchase to see the actual right numbers pop in there.
Okay, so I'll be able to do that on my own.
Yes.
Thank you. That was great because I never would have figured that out on my own.
You're more than welcome.
And the other question I have, I think I started to ask this last time, and I think I have to ask Zoom about this. You know, like right now, at the bottom of Zoom, I have an entire panel of options for me to communicate with you, for me to raise my hand, for me to ask a question. And when I'm doing this and sending the invite to my other computer, I don't get that. I get raise your hand and one other option. I don't have the opportunity to say to someone, hey, if this is really resonating with you, just put a yes in the comments. I don't have any place people can make comments.
Cool. What you need to do, first off, Zoom gives you full controls inside, like what attendees have abilities to do. So you can turn off, can attendees chat? You can turn off, can attendees unmute themselves? That is Zoom controls, and you have full control of that inside Zoom. I think the real issue that you're hitting is when you're logging into Zoom from your other computer, you're using a different email address. And that email address was not added as a co-host. So you're basically on your other computer, you're joining as an attendee.
That's what I want to do. I want to see what my attendees, I want to see if they can ask a question or if they can get my attention or
Cool.
respond when I'm trying to get them to engage.
That's perfect then. That is perfect. Let me just see if I can pull mine up really quick.
I should stop share.
Let me see before we do that.
I have audio, video, participants, chat, share, pause, layout, all of these. And I'm an attendee of your webinar, but I don't get any of those as an attendee when I'm setting it up.
Okay, yes. I got you, Dr. Kurt. I'm going to stop your share.
And this is a webinar or is this a meeting that we're doing right now?
This is a meeting. You are running a webinar, and that's the small difference. But you have, oh, what the heck? There we go. Sorry about that. You have the difference, whether a meeting or a webinar, you have settings inside of that. So let me show you really quickly what those look like. Can you see my screen here? Can you see Zoom?
I see funnel.
How about now?
It's blank.
Interesting. How on earth would that have happened? 2 seconds. Let me try this. Let me see about this. It's gotta be. Okay, how about now? Can you see my Zoom?
I don't know if that's Zoom or not. On the left, it looks
No,
like somebody's funnel. Maybe it's still my funnel. Did you stop my share or
I did. I stopped your share.
Okay.
You should be seeing my Zoom account. You guys, I can see you, and no, you don't see it. Okay, that's so interesting. Let me try one more quick time here. See if I can find, where's my Zoom itself? Come on, come on.
So I have on my index card like all the different settings that your trainings have said, okay, set it to this. And one of them that I tried this morning was you guys recommend not allowing the Q&A, eliminate that. So I tried opening that and that didn't, that was only one thing.
Right. Oh, wow. It's just not showing you my Zoom. Okay, give me 2 more seconds. I think I'm in. Yes. Okay, let me. Fingers crossed. I break this meeting. I think we'll be okay, though. We're going to go like this. We're going to go like this. Okay.
Yes.
You see Zoom now?
Yes.
Great. So you're going to go into the meeting, or yours is a webinar. Or that's the only
Correct.
difference. You're going to go in. You're going to edit. I'm just going to edit this occurrence. Gosh, sorry. This is going to be crazy. And if I do this, we're going to break stuff. I don't want to do that.
I know.
Anyway, just go edit your webinar. At the very bottom, you're going to see an advanced tab. Click that advanced tab. And then you can set what the participants can and can't do. That's where you can enable the chat, but disable the Q&A. Disable them to unmute themselves, where they cannot unmute themselves. Only you can unmute them if you choose to. That's all the settings at the very bottom.
Okay, advanced. Okay.
Yep.
All right, I'll work on that. And if I can't figure it out, my first sort of pre-launch is Thursday evening. I have 14 people scheduled that I spoke to, and I have more people to call today. So if I'm in a panic, I'll ask you some questions Thursday morning.
It sounds great. Yeah, if it comes down to it, just shoot me a Facebook message too, Dr. Kurt. I want to make sure you're rocking and rolling.
Okay, thank you.
Awesome. You got it, man. Great stuff. Let's roll over to Ryan. Hey, Ryan, how can I help, man?
Hey man, how are you?
Living the dream. How about yourself?
Doing good, thanks.
Great.
I just need help. I'm getting, fairly decent traffic into my funnel for my master class. Just not making any sales. So I made all the changes that, every time we look to the funnel, we made some adjustments that you've suggested, but it's still like not happening as far as like sales. So
share the
trying to
screen.
just
Let
get
me
some
see.
guidance.
Let's
Yeah.
see what we're looking at. First question I have when we hit this point, do you have any funnel hack, are you funnel hacking anybody who's currently doing what you're doing with success?
I have been a little bit, not significant amount. Like I'm in the coaching. I'm in coaching. Sorry. But I could probably be doing more of it.
Let's go look at the funnel itself.
Yep.
That'll be funnels top left. Lovely. Ryan, at the end of this, I'm going to tell you to funnel hack. Just to make this super simple, I'm going to tell you to go find 3 to 5 people that are currently doing the thing that you want to do with success, and I'm going to have you funnel hack, and I'll show you how to do all of that. Take me on to the first thing I can see. Right. Okay, so I like what you're doing here, but the background, I like what you're trying to do. It's called future casting. You're trying to show people the future and what things they can have. You have palm trees as the background. You have a laptop right there as the thumbnail in your video. So you're trying to future cast, and I like that, and I understand it, but we're probably going to tweak that up because when you go funnel hack, you'll see that nobody is using that palm tree background. That's super played out. That's been used for the last 15 years, and I would imagine the market is just very, very used to it.
Okay.
So let's see. Live, work, and travel anywhere in the world. Learn how to create remote income that funds your freedom. Click play to watch the video below. It's
You want me
just,
to play it?
don't even worry about it. We can focus on this right here, the above the fold.
Okay.
I don't think there's nearly enough information here. It's just not compelling. So let me see about this. Okay, I'm gonna take your screen share. Go. Okay, great. You're seeing the right thing. Take a look, gang. So look at that above the fold. Man, does that not just lay on the eye so well? Doesn't it feel just so professional and put together? And not only that, but as I'm looking at it, I can see everything that I need to see. I'll put this link in the chat for all of you guys. If you're an ecom or even if you're an expert and you want to see webinars done right, Trey's doing a live presentation this Thursday, Death of Add to Cart. So if you guys want to see a live webinar done the right way, go ahead and register for that. If you're an ecom, there's amazing stuff being told. Anyway, let's look at the headline. Discover the death of Add to Cart and the birth of the Buy More machine. Sorry, 1 second. Just right there, that one line. Do you see how impactful that is, Ryan? How much they're actually saying with so few words. Discover the death of Add to Cart and the birth of the Buy More machine. How much curiosity does that invoke? Wait, what's a Buy More machine? I've never heard of a Buy More machine. I gotta read the rest. See why every click to Add to Cart is losing you money, introducing the problem that people are currently having. If you're just running a Shopify store, then you're running an Add to Cart functionality, and that's losing you money. Well, I gotta read the next line, and how every click to the new Buy More machine can make you more money. That's a great headline right there. And that's what I want to see you model. So it would be something like, you could literally just model this. You could say, discover how thousands discover how thousands are getting out of the rat race and starting their own businesses. Discover how thousands are firing their bosses and working from their dream locations, right? And then a little bit more information. See why every funnel you're launching is actually hurting your brand and reputation and getting you farther away from firing your boss. That's the kind of stuff that I want to see in the headlines. Does that all make sense?
Yeah.
So good. I would take away the background of the trees and sorry, let me share again really quick. I haven't even looked at this whole funnel, but I can guarantee you as we go through, we're just going to have pretty much solid colors. Like this is a custom image that puts all the little dots on it and everything. But it's all going to be solid. Here we go to a white background and here we go to a blue background. No crazy images. It's just clean. It's simple. It's effective. It's easy for people to understand. There's no distractions of imagery anywhere. Just read headline, subheadline, go do the thing or not. Go read, done. Is that all making sense?
Yeah.
Great. Minimalistic is a great thing to have in your funnels, gang.
Okay.
Just to further pour into this. Back in the day, 8-9 years ago, whatever it's been at this point, I went to Funnel Hacking Live. Just like Steve Larson, I did not have the money to get to Funnel Hacking Live, so I used some creative finance to get myself to Funnel Hacking Live. And then in that Funnel Hacking Live event, it came time for them to announce the 2 Comma Club Award winners. And I watched the room empty out. And I was always shocked by that. And I still am to this day. I know what they're doing. People leave when the 2 Comma Club Awards are being announced because that's a great time to network. If you're not getting an award, you're typically walking the halls. So I get why it happens. But me, I didn't understand at that point, and I still wanted to learn. So when they were announcing the 2 Comma Club winners, I sat there with a pen and paper, and I wrote down the name of every single business that made $1 million that year. Later that night, instead of going to the bar and hanging out, I went back to my hotel room. I opened up my computer, and I went to each of their funnels. I went to the Facebook ads library. I went to their sites. I went to Google, and I funnel hacked each and every one of them. Guess what shocked me more than anything else in the world? The minimalistic design. None of them, not some of them, 95% of them did not have crazy backgrounds. They did not have any real design to them. They were just plain Jane, white backgrounds, images to invoke the emotions they were trying to portray, and great copy that spoke specifically to a customer. That's what made $1 million funnel right there. It wasn't some crazy design. It wasn't making a new funnel the world had never seen. It was just not being cute, but being clear, simple, clean, concise. So I'd love for you to adopt that into your funnel.
Is there a way to find out who the top coaches that use ClickFunnels are easily?
Yes. ChatGPT is great at research. So I would use ChatGPT and I would specifically say coaches who use ClickFunnels. From there, I would go to Facebook. I would go to the Facebook ads library and I would type in coaches because I don't care what they're using personally. I don't care what software they're using. I have ClickFunnels. I can build anything out there. I can do anything. I can facilitate any offers out there. So I just really want to find the top coaches, the top that not our giant companies, right? The coaches that are doing the thing that you want to do right now. Also, our Facebook page for ClickFunnels. I'll put that link in here for you guys. Get here and here and here. We put this link in the chat. This is our ClickFunnels official Facebook page. We have just shy of 300,000 people on there, and it's a great resource for a ton of funnel hackers. So I would go there and I would say, hey guys, I'm a coach and I've learned I need to funnel hack my way to success. Who in the coaching space is your go-to name? When I say who's a successful coach, what's the first name that pops into your mind? And you'll get a ton of recommendations. And then you can go to Facebook ads library. You can go funnel hack the ad, see exactly what they're saying to generate interest. Click the ad, go to the exact funnel that they're directing their traffic to. From there, I want you to take full page screenshots. Have you heard of the tool Go Full Page?
Yeah.
Great, Ryan. Great. So I want you to go find 3 to 5 coaches that are currently doing the thing that you want to do, and I want you to funnel hack them. I want you to take full page screenshots of the funnels that you land on. You'll now have a bunch of design. You'll have a bunch of different copy, and you can look through all 5 of them and find the things that are similar about them, right? If they all have logos at the top middle, your logo goes in the top middle. If they all have just flat backgrounds at the top, flat colors, blues, oranges, greens, yellows, pinks, then you're going to have a flat background. If they all have a video in the above the fold, you're going to have a video in the above the fold. Does that all make sense?
Yeah.
That is it. I can expand so much more for you tomorrow on funnel hacking. I can even I can funnel hack with you live right now in the moment. So for today, homework. Go find 3 to 5 people that are currently doing the thing you want to do. Get them on a list. Tomorrow, I can teach you full funnel hacking. I just want you to get the list of people, take full page screenshots of their funnels.
Okay. Thank you.
Awesome. You got it, Ryan. Great questions, man. Beautiful. beautiful. By the way, too, you know what? Oh, beautiful. I have 2 minutes till Trey gets here, so let me show you guys funnel hacking. Let's do this. Hop in here, hop in here. All right, first. Facebook ads library. Here we go. There it is. All ads. Eileen Wilder. We call her the Queen Eileen. Eileen is a very, very successful coach in the ClickFunnels space. So we're going to just type in Eileen Wilder. Now I'm going to click on this page. Bingo. Here we go. I can see all the different ads that Eileen is running right now. I'm going to get 22 results. So now I can go through.
Yes.
So I can play the videos. I can already tell you she's using Eric Thane's 60-second authority framework for making these posts. Let's see this. Look at that. This is a 1-minute video. This is a 7-minute video. I can see when these videos were launched too. September 23, September 23, and they're still active. That's a great sign so far. Let's go look at some more. 3 minutes, 1 minute, 5 minutes,
The number of mistake,
7 minutes,
the new current.
156.
Want to know the
147. So most of her videos are under 3 minutes. She has some that go 3 to 7 minutes. Great. I have a time frame of what I should be shooting for in my ads. You can transcribe all these and get her literal copy. I'm not done. We're then going to click learn more. Once I click learn more. Okay, beautiful. We're getting there. So now once I click learn more, check it out. Takes me right to the page and look at the difference again. So she has a background image that is people, and that's just to put her in an authoritative light. She fills rooms full of people. So that's a really great background image for her to use. You can even see on the background image, she scaled it down a ton. She graded out a lot because she's not trying to have the focus be on that, right? She doesn't want people looking too much at the background. She wants people looking at the actual copy. Then I'm going to hop in here. I'm going to go full page. I'm going to take a full page screenshot of this page right here. And I can see the layout that she has. It's pretty much customer testimonials, right? And how many, I've been screaming it from the rooftops for the past months, right? Gang, hit them with a hard hitting above the fold that invokes emotions, lead right into customer reviews, social proof, showing other people have done the same thing. Take action now. That's it. And this is what I want you to do. This is what I want everybody to do. Funnel hacking is the key to success. We don't have to learn. We don't have to invent anything new. There is no new thing to take it a step farther. We just need to model the success that those are already having for ourselves. That's how we go compete, and that's how we go win. So for you, let's get those examples, get those screenshots taken, and I'll look through. I'll show you how to funnel hack tomorrow and make the right decisions.
All right, man. Thank you.
Awesome. You got it, Ryan. Great question. All right, gang. Check it out. 12:01 on a Tuesday. You know what that means. It's Trey Day, baby. Super excited. And there he is. That's right, Rich. Trey time. That's right. Trey, good to see you, man. How are you today?
Oh,
There it is.
Oh, there we go. There it is. I had switched my mic, and then the camera's probably not set up right either. Yes, it is. All right, cool. Perfect. Hello. What's going on?
There he is. Good to see you, Trey.
Same here, man. Let's see, dude. What a great day, right? What a freaking great day it is. Right before we're moving into Q4.
Mm.
A lot going on, man. There's a lot going on in Q4. So hopefully you guys are ready because it's about time. Like, I mean, Christmas is up at Costco. Christmas is up at Sam's Club. Christmas is up at Walmart and Target. The bells are ringing, so it's time to make a jing-a-ling-ling. So, dude, you want to do a review on some Charlie magic
I
today?
think that would be fantastic.
Charlie, you good with that?
Yeah, that sounds great to me.
Charlie, why don't you give some background, man, before we dive in of, what funnel we're working on.
Yeah. So, I recognize some members that are on right now. So I guess I started this about 4 months ago, and I started out with a coaster funnel, which I think I got zero sales on, and then Dante and Trey have helped me through all these hurdles, and so started a community uh, for bourbon, and it's doing really well. I guess 4 months in, and we have about 1,300 members, and um, we're like number 33 in school for engagement. So it's really, really engaged. It's too, like, I can't keep up. I seriously can't keep up. It's insane. And it's really like, uh, I, I was very skeptical in the very beginning that this was going to work at all. And like, I really, I almost pivoted, and my wife's going like, no, 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 no. I'm like, okay, I'll trust Dante and Trey. And holy smokes, like, so 4 months ago, I didn't envision that I would be in the position that I'm in now, and I'm grateful to Dante and Trey for helping me to get to this place. So thank you.
What position are you in now? What was the stats of your most recent launch?
Oh, it's gotten a little bit more complicated than just the t-shirt launch now. Um, it's really kind of uh, it's it's kind of blooming into something that I never had imagined it would be able to do. So I started with the t-shirt funnels, and I'm doing that, and that's like really important, the t-shirt funnels. I've also added some other things, and like Trace advised me on I started, it's called a support, but it's like donations. And Dante, we talked about this, and basically what it is some people are not as excited to get more t-shirts, but they want to support the community, and so we let them. Um, and that's been uh, September was very successful. Like, it was the first time I opened it up. I don't know what's going to be next. I don't know what's going to be in a week. I'm gonna do it again. I got some strategy for that. I don't know what it's going to do, but yeah, that blew away my expectations. And then I also did some physical thing products. I did whiskey glasses and decanters and whatnot, and that did really well. Um, and now this is crazy. I started posting about this. Uh, we have a YouTuber uh, that is really well known in the bourbon world. Like, he's very well known, and he's all about positivity, which is what we are. We're all about positivity. I took Dante and I said, how do I make my community like Dante? Because Dante is excited, he's always positive, and I said that's what I'm doing, and it works. Dante's magic works. I think that's part of the reason why I have such an awesome community, is because I funnel hacked Dante's personality. Um, anyway, we're gonna have this YouTuber come into Zoom with us for our community. So that's amazing, right? Like, this guy's got, 65,000 followers, subscribers, whatever, and he's going to be talking with us. And he's going to do a pop-up store with our logo on it for all of his merchandise he'll sell to my community. Like, this is stuff I've never, these are things that just didn't go through my head before, right? Like, this is just blows me away. It blows me away. And the other thing is, like, our all of our my members are more competent than I am. I was telling Trey this before, like, I don't really know much about bourbon. I'm not a big drinker. Like I have a drink or two a week, and I don't really know a lot about bourbon, but my members know a lot. I've learned so much. And they're the ones that are doing all the posting. They're the ones that are talking to Randy Sullivan from Real Bourbon Talk and getting me the connection. They're the ones that are making the hotel arrangements so that we have a personal meetup in February. They're the ones that are saying, okay, we're going to accept new members or not. Like, I'm struggling to keep up, but they're doing a lot of the legwork, and they're better than I am, right? They know more than I do. So I just want to say kudos to Dante and Trey. Like, whatever you guys have figured out, it seems to be working for me. So I want to thank you guys for that. Yeah.
As it works for everybody. Trey has case study after case study of people who
But I
have
think
an
you
interest in a
have,
topic.
I think so. From my experience, there are hurdles that you have to cross that are uncomfortable.
Mm.
And it's a matter of, do I stay the course or do I not? And there's all these shiny objects. I was talking to Doug about this. I was trying to tell Doug, stay on topic. Because there's all these ways that you can just say, oh, well, that looks really neat over there. I think I'll do that. And I've not done that. I have only stuck with whatever Trey and Dante, like, there's one path and one path only, and that's it. Maybe down the road I can try these other things, because there's other things I'm sure will be successful if you follow that path. So yeah, I don't know
But
if
you're
I
right. You have to stick to the path. You have to get rid of shiny objects.
Yeah.
And it's
I
so
think
funny hearing you talk about this, Charlie. Like, I remember when you first started, you didn't have much belief that this was going to work.
No, I was so
You
skeptical.
you were very skeptical, very skeptical. And I remember you bringing a lot of the questions that didn't even matter. We all do this, right? We start thinking down the line and, oh, I have this question, and they didn't even really matter. It's just a human being thing. Do you remember what you were saying about donations? When donations first came up, you had massive limiting beliefs on donations. And I remember you asked Trey, you said, will people really donate to this?
Yeah, that makes
Trey,
sense.
and Trey hit you and he said, people donate millions of dollars to politicians every single year. Why wouldn't they donate $20 to your community that they care about?
Yeah.
And it turned out to be true.
Yeah.
I remember when you came to Trey and said, I don't know much about bourbon. Why would I have a bourbon community? I'm not the foremost expert on bourbon. And Trey said, you don't have to be. You're just creating the place and the space for these people to come and talk about the thing that they love to talk about.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it all turned out to be true.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I want to commend you, Charlie, because you listened. You did the things that were uncomfortable. You didn't have every single answer, but you listened. Most importantly, you took action. Even if imperfect action, you took action. You've had great results so far.
Yeah, I know. I appreciate that. Thank you, Dante. And like I said before, there's 3 people that have really made me successful. It's you two and my wife. And that's really that.
We come last.
Yeah, throw me at the end.
Yeah.
That's right. You gotta have a supporting wife or spouse. That's for sure.
Yeah,
That
no,
helps. That helps.
she's better at this than I am for sure.
That's great. Well, what fun. Like, it's definitely fun when you're getting success. I mean, e-commerce, even to this day, we have the ebbs and flows, the ups and downs of e-commerce. Like, it's e-com, but it's business. If you're a stock trader, if you're a day trader, you got the ebb and flows. If you are selling insurance, you got ebb and flows. Like, it rained today. I can't go out and door knock, or can I? I don't know. Everybody's gonna be home, So you just pick one. Like you said earlier, there's shining objects everywhere. I think every way there is success at the end of the tunnel. You just got to choose one. But if you keep changing tracks, you'll never get to that bridge. And I talk about bridges and finishing those bridges. That came from Carl White. And what a great analogy. It's like, just finish one, start making money through that one, and then start a new bridge. So you bring up some good points. So the cool thing about a community is that I want to mention, it makes you money and it shows life in products, but it is actually not the focus. The focus is taking that winning product and scaling it to cold audience. That's where the wins actually come in. There's so many wins within the community. You're like, I'm winning. But that's like riding a bike on training wheels for the first time. You're like, oh, I'm winning. Like I can move around. This is awesome. Like I'm safe. This is good. But then comes the time where you see other kids that don't have training wheels and they have bigger bikes, they have cooler bikes. And it's like, I kind of want that bike now. And so it's like, well, the parents are like, okay, well, you got to take your training wheels off. I don't know if I want to take my training wheels off. Well, I'm going to hold you. I'm going to hold onto the seat. And before you know it, daddy's in the background waving and taking photos. And I let go 10 steps ago. And you're like, I didn't even know I was riding the bike. And then you go to these bikes and then you're like, well, how cool would it be to have an electric bike? One that I don't have to pedal, one that pedals itself. And then you say, well, how cool would it be to have a motorcycle? One with an engine and gas and goes a lot faster. So all these things are ahead of you and ahead of all of us, but it starts with the training wheels. It starts with the tricycle, honestly. Like the tricycle moves to the bicycle with training wheels, to moves to the cycle, to the electric bike, to the motorcycle, like and on, right? And the one that you attach a rocket to the back. So that's what we're talking about today. So Charlie has a community. He has found winning products, and now we want to showcase that product to a cold audience, people who do not know who, in his case, Bourbon Auto is, which is the name of his group. So how do we do that? Through sales funnels, you know? And the primary focus is whatever they see on the Facebook ad is congruent to what they're seeing on the next page. So when they click the ad, they see the same thing on the next page, which is what we want. So Charlie was kind enough, and I tell you what, kind enough to be willing to share with you guys, because this is definitely, you know, like you definitely got to wipe your ego away, because it's we're critiquing, and it's taking on criticism, and it sucks and it's hard. But I will say Charlie is a great student, and he takes it all, and does exactly what we tell him to do. You know, I'll give a great case study to this. There'll be students that come to me and I'll tell them to do X, Y, and Z, and they do X, but they don't do Y and Z. Or they'll do X, but then they do A and B. They chose to do two different things. And I'm always like so frustrated at that, because I'm like, I'm telling you how to win and you're choosing not to win. So this was reflected back to me this past 2 months. So we bought a house, put it back on the market, and we went with these really, really like Trey Lewellen real estate agents in St. Louis. And we just know they sell houses. So they call us and they give us a sheet of things that need to be changed with the house before it goes on the market. The walls need to be painted a certain color. We need to stage it with certain things. There was like little blemishes on a stair that was like, really? That they wanted fixed. And all the little things that, you know, they wanted. It came out to be like $40,000 in additions and fixes. It's a $2.4 million house, so it's about 2% of purchase price. And so, you know, the wife's like, do you want to do all these things? Like, I don't think we need to paint. And she's a real estate agent, which is hilarious. She's like, I don't think we need to do the paint. I don't think we need to do this. I was like, listen, these guys are the experts in this field and in this industry. We're going to do whatever they tell us to do, and we're only going to do that, because this is a reflection. I'm getting tested right now. Oh, nice. Nice. Did you show them? Not yet. Oh, hold on 1 second. Bryceland. I didn't know. Did you see it? I just did. Ah, so cool. There you go. I'll check this out. Thank you. I'll show you these in a minute. We got new shirts in. So I got tested, and so the wife's like, should we do this? Do we want to pay the money? Do we do the $5,000 or the $10,000 of fixes? And I said, yeah. Unfortunately, it sucks. It hurts. I don't want to do it, but we did it. The house went on the market Saturday. Went on the market Saturday. We signed a contract Sunday. House was sold within less than 24 hours because I followed the routine. These people had a system. And if we would have maybe not painted the things or replaced a few windows or, whatever, it might have failed. We might have been waiting for offers, or maybe got less of an offer. So take what we teach you. We are not here to make you fail. We're not here to hold anything from you. We're doing it for your best interest. So listen to us. Just do it. Don't be cute. Don't be clever. Just be clear and do the thing. And I'm telling you, you'll see a world of a difference. So I say that to kind of prop Charlie up, because I'm telling you, he brought me the house. I was the real estate agent. I was like, Charlie, do these things, and he came through, and he did all of them. He did A through Z of all of them. So I would like to show you what it looked like. Now, Charlie, by chance, did you save the old one?
No.
Oh.
I have a prior I wish I did, but I have a prior funnel that was closer to what it looked like before. But
Well, Charlie, you got a great coach, my man. I did it for you.
Someone knows what they're doing.
I did it for you, buddy. I was like,
Thank you,
Charlie's gonna
Trey.
make all these changes and forget what the old one looked like. So I'm like, I'm gonna go
Thank
snag
you,
it real fast before you do it.
And I'm gonna let Trey run here because he's gonna break down before and afters. But before he does, I just need to set the scene. We've talked a tremendous amount these past couple months about the iterative process that is a funnel. Launch, get results, get data, and then make new decisions based on that data. And that's exactly what Charlie did. And I want to encourage all of you to do the exact same thing. This is the process. If you're doing this, you're not doing anything wrong. You're doing everything right.
That's right. Okay, so this is what Charlie came to me with. I was like, hey, let me see your funnel, because Charlie's in a very pivotal moment right now. He has proven the concept and the product within his community, but now we have to go spend money on Facebook ads. So before we do that, I want to make sure everything's set up correctly. It looks good. Basically, it's primed for sales. Like if we don't get sales, it's the shirt. It's not the funnel. So again, Charlie was kind enough to send this my way. And so I wanted to, luckily, I grabbed it. And I used, what's funny is I joined this call when Dante was showing this exact same feature. It's called, full page screen capture. So again, I use this. I keep a Rolodex. And by the way, up here in files, you can go see every screenshot you ever taken. So it saves it somewhere on your computer. I don't know where that is, but I should bookmark that. But anyways, here's the funnel. So I'm just going to kind of scroll through it. And I think it'd be fun to maybe take notes as I scroll through here, mental notes, or maybe even like some notes of things that you would change or things that you see that you're like, oh, I might swap that around or might make a change there, and see if we kind of come together. And then we're going to show you the what it looks like now. Okay.
And if we have any really good note takers here, people who just love to take notes, I'd love for you to take notes as we go, showing the things that Trey is pointing out, and shoot me an email later with those, Dante@clickfunnels.com. I'll share that again with you later on. Just take some notes. That'd be amazing.
All right. So he has logo and contact information at the top, which is what we always talk about. Great headline. And then we get into, the buying of the t-shirt, which unfortunately, Charlie, I had that one clicked. I wish I would have had the other one. All right. So then we have a 3-step order form, which is one is pretty much primarily going into the continuity piece, the recurring. And then next is showcasing, extra, oh wow, you can do extra smalls all the way to 4XLs. A little bit of a blurb on the left here, we have our SSL certificates along with our credit card forms. We have a 60-day guarantee, love it or get a refund, countdown timer, testimonials on the left, and then followed by another kind of like, what this is all about. And we have FAQs. What size of shirt should I buy? How it's washed. And then we go into the shirt a little bit more and everything. So, okay, I will run it through one more time just so you guys can see it. So headlines, titles, images of the shirt, selection points, all right, did everybody take down some ideas of things that they like, don't like, would change? And then we'll go through my review. Now, Dante, what do you think? You want me to review it live on here? Or do you want me to just play the 20-minute Loom video that I recorded?
You tell me what you think is best, Trey. You know the video.
I guess we can recap it pretty decently quick.
Okay.
Just let me grab a water real fast.
Yep, take your time.
Bro, and then you want to, yeah, I'll just be right back.
Yeah, take your time. I'll set the scene while you do so.
You set the scene. Set me up.
You got it, my man. You got it. I want to say two things. First, I love that analogy Trey said with the bicycle. What I'm about to say is probably going to be terrible and hopefully make the bicycle analogy better. But over the years, I see the same thing happen to people every single time. And I'm curious, if you're this person, please do put a 1 in the chat when I'm all done here. So many people have this idea of a business, of a product, of a way that they can make money, of a way that they can serve people, but they never get the idea to launch. So it's like this. It's like you want to restore an old car. You go get this old clunky car, you drive it back home, you try and put all the windows up and cover your face because as you're driving this old beater down the street, you don't want your neighbors to see you because you're embarrassed at what it looks like right now. You get home, you pull it into the garage super quick, you close the door behind you before anybody can see a thing. Then you sit in the garage for weeks and months, sometimes even years, and you work on this car. You pour yourself into it. You make it beautiful and perfect and the thing that you saw in your mind. And then finally, when it's time to get the car out of the garage, we don't. We leave it in there because of fear of what other people might say, because of fear of what we might feel like driving down the road. We might not get the emotions that we wanted to get from doing this car restoration. We might not get the head turns or the nods or the high fives we were hoping to get from these things. Gang, we gotta get the car on the road. If you don't put the car on the road, AKA, if you don't launch your business, how are you gonna find the off-ramps? There are so many ways for a business to make money. There are so many different avenues, so many different turns that your business can make, so many monetization methods here. But if you don't get the car on the road, it's like Charlie was saying, man, I have this YouTuber who's now in here and my people are reaching out to these other people. And now I have all these different ways to make money. And I started with a t-shirt, but now I'm selling physical products as well. Charlie would have never seen any of that if he didn't get the car out of the garage, if he didn't do the thing. So if you've not launched your funnel, please launch that bad boy. You have no idea what's waiting for you on the road. Just on the other side of the pane, just driving past a couple of neighbors. You have no idea what's waiting for you. And please remember, it is an iterative process. We launch, we get results, and then we maximize on the data that we have, and we continue to iterate. I was talking to Charlie privately earlier, and he was saying, I don't know if I have the perfect funnel yet. And I told him, I said, Charlie, you'll probably never have the perfect funnel. I don't know if the perfect funnel has ever even been created yet. But who cares? You're going to get as close as you possibly can. You're going to make the best decisions you possibly can. And that's what a true funnel is. Don't worry about the best. As long as we're building upon the successes that we had the week prior, you're going to be amazing. So hit it, Trey. It's all yours.
All right. Welcome back. Thank you for that. So sorry to keep you guys hanging. Let me grab that link real quick. There we go. Okay. All right. So let's review this real fast. And I'll show you what I would like changed on this funnel. And then I'll show you the new funnel, because Charlie, again, like I said, great student, took all the advice, and I mean, geez, it's night and day, guys. So the first thing I want to see, and sorry about that, first thing I want to see inside these funnels is how much real estate we're taking up for things that don't need to take up a lot of real estate. You guys can see my mouse, right? With that little icon there.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, here we go. I can even write. Let's try this. Let's see, will that work? Okay. So
Oh, yeah.
this section right here, this is taking up about 10% of what I look at is all the real estate above the fold. So above the fold means before the user has to scroll. So I would like this to be anywhere between 1 and 2%. So a lot of people put their logo here, which Charlie did, probably because that's, I don't know, what we see on other sites or something like that. But again, we have a lot of spacing here and a lot of spacing here. So what I found is just easiest is just to turn your logo into text. So just like bourbonauto.com, you know, and then that way it's just one line versus a big logo that just kind of sticks out like a sore thumb. Same thing for contact us. Really, you only need the cell phone, the phone number. And really you don't even need to see contact us. You can just put the phone number, because obviously by putting a phone here, you're saying contact us. So just by having this phone number here and this logo here as a text, we automatically, you know, come up like around that. So see how that page moves up? Let me see if I can delete these. I'm kind of multitasking here. There we go. So see how we move that up there by just having that text or become text? Wish there was a shortcut for drawing. So basically what we did was, this is the beginning of the page. By reducing it to text, now it should look something like that. So now the phone number is up here and the logo is text up here. So already we're looking pretty good just by those little changes. Like we've just reduced, that might even be like 0.5%. So then we have this headline, which is totally fine. It's nice to have a headline, but I want to get to the point. And the point is this: we're selling, that's a wonderful arrow. Holy smokes. That's an arrow. So there we go. I want to get to the shirt. We're trying to sell this guy, right? So let's get that into the viewer's focal point faster than we can, as fast as we can. So my suggestion is to now take this logo, or this headline. I don't think we need this one. We can remove this right here and take this and just put it in between the top of this element and the bottom of that element and the top of this one. So basically this headline is going to fit right above this shirt, allowing us to keep this order form in play at the same height. Does that make sense? So now it's going to say headline here, shirt's going to be just right here, and then we got order form on the right. So now we've removed this order form from the top. It's gone. We've eliminated, we deleted it. And we moved it right above the element where the shirt shows. So now what we're looking at is something like this. Because again, don't forget, the phone number and the logo, or the phone number and the logo are at the top. So it looks like that. So see how clean this is already looking?
Oh, yeah.
Put a yes in the chat if this feels good to you guys. See how we're just kind of eliminating stuff and just kind of moving it around a little bit? All right. The next thing is how brown this is. This is brown. We are brown cow brown. And I think it's a little bit off-putting just because it's so much. Like, it's a lot of brown. Now, I get it. Like, that is his color code. That's his logo. That's his feel. That's his color palette. I just think it's too bold. It just takes a lot of the attention away from, again, what we're trying to do, which is sell that shirt right there. So basically just turn this to a off-white, a very clean, like 5% off-white. And then this will be pure white along here, and it'll pop up on the page and it'll look really good. So we're going to remove this brown, even though, yes, it's your traditional, we can put that brown later on in the page if need be. Or, you know, something, Charlie, I don't think I told you this, but even like this part right here at the top could stay brown. And then you'd have your logo in white text and your phone number in white text. And then you'd have that brown at the top, and that would pop. That would actually look pretty good. I don't know if you did. I don't think you did that, but
I didn't.
anywho. So then the next thing I'm looking at is, you know, we're trying to sell our t-shirts, but honestly, what we're really trying to do, everyone, is sell recurring. 1,000 recurring members is 20 grand a month profit. Charlie can purchase these shirts for around $12, the $13 shipped, picked, packed, and printed and delivered. So if they're $29.95 plus shipping and handling, he's making about a $20, right at a $20 profit per shirt. So our goal is to get 1,000 of these people to purchase the recurring. 1,000 at 20 bucks, 20 grand a month. That's $240,000 profit a year. You can live a pretty nice life off $240,000 a year. So here's what I noticed about this. This is our focus. This is where the eyeballs need to be at. This is what we want everybody being like, this is a no-brainer. I want it. I don't feel like we're there yet with the way this is set up, because a few things. It's 20 bucks for the shirt, which I feel is kind of a normal shirt. Okay, shirt price. So I would try to do like a $15 shirt or a $12 shirt. Or man, if you are a man of bravery, you might try 10. So what that means is you're actually negative. So when they grab this $10 shirt and you're paying 13, you're negative $3 plus any Facebook ad spend that's going to come along with it. With our goal is obviously all the renewals, because t-shirts renew for like 12 months. It's crazy. You're going to see a lot of profit from that. Okay. But at $10, you're going to get a lot of people who say yes. Like they're going to say, hell yes. They're going to smash that button. So up to you, but that's the pricing structure I would do. Now, the thing I would remove though is any negativity, such as like cancel anytime, no obligation, no hassle, hate a shirt, send it back for a refund. We can say this, but let's put it somewhere else, maybe later in the page or down below or something like that, and remove this piece of it right here. So what we're doing is we're highlighting this. And Charlie, I would love, see this brown piece right here when I selected one?
Yeah.
I would love to get some code in place so that way when they come to this website, this first one at the top is already highlighted in that brown, even though it's not selected at 0, but it still is highlighted. I would love to see it highlighted.
Yeah, it does that, except for when I changed it, when I put the code in to make it 0 instead of 1, it got rid of it. So I have to play with that.
We'll have to get the dev team on it and have them course correct that, but I think that would make it pop. Or it will make it pop. So we, again, getting focus to this piece right here. And then there's a piece that you guys can do inside of ClickFunnels where it says, okay, what do you want it to say on the pricing? Like you can edit it. And it's kind of a weird spot. Dante can show you where it's at. But we don't want to like get into the weeds here. You know, $20 for 1 month for then $29.95 a shirt per month. Like we already said that here. We don't need to say it again. So what I would do is I would remove everything from the .00 and on. So it only shows today $20 or today $15 or today $10. Again, we want them locked in on this is a no-brainer deal. I want this bad boy. Then Charlie did a very smart thing. Charlie said you get free shipping when you purchase 2 or more shirts. Ha ha ha. Very smooth. that's very smooth, because just because they bought one of these, they will still pay shipping. So we make a little bit of that cash back for the Facebook ads, right, that we're paying. Or they're going to grab one of these for 30 bucks. So we made another $20 profit just by them purchasing that. So whichever way they do it, it's kind of like one of those finger Chinese traps, right? No matter which way you do it, you're still stuck getting some a little extra cash in it. So he's going to see this is going to be a $40 card easy to a $50 card easy on the front end. Or I guess realistically, if they pay, some people just pay the 10 or the $15 plus the shipping, so they're at 20 bucks. So they're at $20 in, but we got them in recurring. So we're gonna see another, geez, I don't know, 12 months times 20. What's that? $240. Yeah, 240 bucks from for every person who grabs this right here over the next 12 months. Cool. So then I'm looking, and this is one thing I always notice that students tend to do, which is fine. It's an honest mistake. Is they will repeat themselves. So here we see that this shirt is a premium t-shirt for bourbon. How you say that? Aficionados.
Yeah.
But then we also say here, and we say here, and we say here, and we say here. We just keep saying it for each shirt. So if something repeats, I'll either remove it completely or I'll bring it back up here. So they might say like free shipping on 2 or more shirts, premium t-shirts for bourbon aficionados. I'll put it there because it doesn't need to repeat for every shirt. There's no reason for that. So what's that do? Well, by eliminating that extra text, we're going to, again, real estate this and close the gap. So see how much they have to scroll to see all of the shirts that they want to choose from. On mobile, this is going to be really crazy. But on desktop, like I can't even fit all the options on the screen, right? Completely from top to bottom. So by removing this, it's just going to shrink everything up. And then the same thing is like we already showed the shirt here. So we don't need to show the shirt here. Again, it's duplicated, right? Like, of course, if you're selling like different SKUs and different products on these, then yes. But he's selling one thing. So only have it once. They know what they're getting. It's a small, it's a medium, it's a large. Like that's the shirt they're getting. They know this. There's no need to repeat it. So we can remove it. Again, shrinking that order form up really, really nicely. Any questions so far?
I think so.
There's one other thing that unfortunately we can't show, and that is the original image of the t-shirt is what you see on the right hand side, and it's not as good as the image that you had me. Yeah, you had me have a much more impressive image to be what you see when you first get it.
Yeah, this looks like the Wizard Witch of the West, where it's like she's melting. That's what I call it.
And there's a bigger one at the bottom, but that was my first image to see, and you had me change it to a much more impressive image.
Prominent.
Yeah.
An image. Yeah, I know I messed up. So we'll show them that. Okay, so then we get into here, right? Which is the submit button. So again, Charlie's going with his colors, which I totally agree with, but it blends. So this button looks just like a banner. People, like, the only people who know these are buttons are me and you and Dante. No one else knows this is a button. So what I like to do is I like to change the color up to like green. Everybody knows green is go. But one thing that I've found that does much better than changing it to green is this icon in front of the text. And Charlie put an emoji, and I told him to replace it with a mouse. It's called the mouse icon. And so it looks just like their mouse would wave over that, which implies click here. That'll help submissions. The next thing I did was I had them replace this to a more cleaner look, which is like credit cards. Let's see if I can grab that real quick. Oops. Hold on, I'll show it to you guys here.
It's on my new one.
It is. I don't want to reveal that yet, though.
Okay.
All right, here's what it looks like. So it's just more like the credit cards themselves, like just a little more nicely laid out, if you will. That darn. There we go. Okay, so there we go. See that? The difference? Little slight differences. And then I had him remove this certificate. No need to do that. And this certificate right here. This one was blurry on mobile. And it was just like super large. So again, we removed that. I think this is all great. Limited time drop ends in so many hours. Once the timer hits 0, the shirt is gone. That's perfect. I liked all that. Over here on the testimonials. So again, make sure you read your testimonials and make sure you're doing what it says they are saying. You're doing what they're saying. So in this testimonial, it says, I'm posting a pic of myself sporting one of the official Bourbonado t-shirts ordered. I'll have to post another one when my wife and daughter are wearing theirs also. What I would have done here is shown an image of him wearing that shirt. So like, as I'm reading this testimonial, I want to see what it looks like. You know, for me, I don't know if you guys do this, but I do this, is people buy through testimonials. So when you go to Amazon and, you know, you're looking up routers, I always go to testimonials, click the wrong button. For me anyways, I always go to testimonials and then I want to see what it actually looks like. So I always go to not only just the testimonials, but I find myself going to the review images because I want to see what it looks like outside of fancy editing. And so do your consumers. They want to see what the shirt actually looks like. So another great example of this is like a button-up dress shirt. So you got, okay, this looks fantastic. Like this is going to look good on me. What's it actually look like? That's what I want to know. So then I go to the real images, right? People who don't know how to create Photoshop, like this is like the best it's going to look. So I can expect it to look like this rather than, you know, this, right? Like this is well done. So what I like to do is I like to have those type of images in my photos. Now, of course, you know, when I'm grabbing those images from my consumers, I'm grabbing the best ones I can that make it look as good as it does. But consumers want to see that. They want to see images of what the product actually looks like on people. Like does the shirt actually look like it showed up here? And this just gives them a couple things. Trust in the product, trust in you that they're going to receive it, and trust of how they're going to look at it. So they have to trust your business, they have to trust the product, and they got to trust you to buy. Those are the three things we're selling. They got to trust you, your business, and the product. 3 things for them to buy. That's what testimonials are helping them do. Then we got the FAQs. Couple things here is, you know, we're selling a black shirt, but we're showing them a white shirt here. So I was either remove the shirt or replace it with a black one. And then we're selling to the United States, so there's no need for like metric centimeters. No one knows their shirt sizes in the United States in centimeters, so just keep the inches. Third, I can't see that. I got to squint, and I got 25/20 vision, so anybody with the worst vision can't see that image. So let's make it bigger. What I'd like to do instead of a 2-column is just a 1-column straight across the board for FAQs, making it very easy, like 1, 2, 3, 4 of how people can read it in sections. Just keeps it way more organized. Other than that, we went to purple on this one for some reason. Charlie was just feeling, you know, freaky. Maybe Halloween. Maybe you're in the Halloween spirit. And went purple. Again, we went back to, you know, our buttons are green. We show that they're green. We keep green throughout the whole funnel. So we're going to switch that to green. Okay. So that was my review. I obviously went, you know, a little bit longer because that was probably the 3rd time I ever reviewed this page now. But the first time I'm thinking through it. I also always right click and do an inspect. I did not grab that this time. But for mobile, we want the same thing. We want it to be at the top and then straight like t-shirt and then straight into order form. So as what ClickFunnels does is it always goes left side column for mobile and then it goes to the right side column. So basically it's shifting everything on the right side under the left side. So in this case, it would take this t-shirt with this slider, followed by Are You Bold Enough? Followed by testimonials. Then it would put the order form in place. That's too far down to get people to start ordering. So what we want to do is we want to, on mobile only, we want to do a headline, what the t-shirt looks like, and then order form. Straight to it. Followed by the blurb, followed by testimonials. That's how we want to do it. So you're just shifting things just slightly around for mobile. Okay. The other cool little trick I told Charlie, I think you might have used it actually because your text looks a little more prominent. But this is a really cool tool I learned from somewhere sometime. It's called Peloton, and you can see this thing right here, this RGB. You can put in your RGB of your main color, which I did for Charlie. Charlie's was this brown. So I went and put that in. His was 623711. And then you can click these buttons up here to figure out like what other colors you can make your banners, your text, your formatting, just to make it blend and very easy on the eyes, which I think is great. You can click this, which gives you like different colors, like a red. I like green though. Oops. You can come back here and you can go more of a trifecta. So I like the green and the blue. So like this blue blends really well with this brown and green. So like it does a very good job. And then it gives you accents in and around those colors, and it's going to help your page pop more. You can also bring the slider around, which I think is pretty cool. So it'll give you like those tones. Pretty cool. Anyways, that's a free tool. All right. Put a one in the chat if you're excited to see all the changes that Charlie, student of the day, made to his funnel and what it looks like. You guys ready?
See iteration.
Let's see the iteration. All right, here we go. Charlie, I'm going to reveal it.
Yep.
Woo!
Yeah, it's a lot better, isn't it? It's a lot better.
Gosh.
Trey, can you leave and come back for me? Can we do that one more time? Go back to the original. And I really want you guys to notice where your eye naturally goes to. Like just what you naturally do. Let's hit it.
It's the shirt.
The shirt. Sure is.
Charlie, this looks amazing.
Yeah, no, thank you. Thank you. I wouldn't look this way if you didn't help.
It looks so good. So good.
That's clean, isn't it?
Oh my gosh.
That's clean.
It's amazing. It's amazing.
And look at how much space you saved. Like Trey was pointing out earlier. Look at the very top, gang. Look at the very top, right? It's all on one line. I mean, we scooted everything up.
Yeah.
Looks so good, Charlie. So proud of you. I'm getting a little tear in my eye. You know, one thing that we found when making t-shirts, my friends, is even though you show the phrase on the shirt like this, people still have a hard time reading it. And so I had Charlie make the next image full black with a close-up of the image. So that's the second thing you want to do is you want to take, like, here's what's going to look like, here's what it's going to be, but then here's what it says so you can read it. So it's a very important piece of the puzzle. Also is the shirt type. This is a very, not wax model, but like plastic model you would see on a mannequin at Express, the Buckle, JCPenney's, Maurice's, Saks Fifth. Like, you never see them wearing baggy clothes, and the clothes are always tight. So people look at those mannequins and they envision themselves wearing that shirt of how it looks on the mannequin. It is crazy psychology. I used to work at Hollister, and what they would have us do with the shirts was just crazy to me. Like, we would have to take clothes hangers and rubber bands, and we would tighten the shirt to the mannequin so it boasted out the chest and the abs and the arms. And even that shirt didn't fit the mannequin the way it is supposed to. We had to make it tight. Like, we had to almost custom fit the shirt to the mannequin. And so that's what we're doing here, is we're showing them an image of what it's going to look like on them. And they see themselves in this shirt like, oh yeah, look how sexy, look how good I'm going to look in this good looking shirt, right? What we don't want to do is show them actually what they're going to look like. If they got a big beer belly, or if they're overweight, or if they're skinny, we want to show them like a masculine type of shirt here. So that's very important. And you did a great job doing that. Fantastic awesome. Shirt.
Thanks.
And then look at this, man. Look at this. Jeez. Just the recurring piece, how we just took off that last chunk and just popped it to the top, made it so much better. So much better. And it'd be so good if this would stay brown. That's what we want. I'm not sure why though that shipping address comes in, because let's see, would I have to put in my phone? It's interesting.
I think once you do the authentication, the Stripe authentication, it usually fills that in.
Maybe, okay. Yeah, that's probably true on mobile. Yeah. Okay, so then we got this, but I do like how this shrunk up. This is nice because we don't have all that extra text underneath, and you don't have that image of the shirt because we see that here, right? So that's nice.
Very nice.
Yep, we got the submit button. The
Should I
card, look
keep
at that. That looks good.
Should I keep that cover fees $5? Because it was really successful.
Try
Like
it.
30 people did that.
Yeah, I would put the word help cover fees.
Help cover fees. Okay.
And then you're already putting $5 here, so remove it here.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah, lots of people click that.
Cool. Perfect. Keep it. Testimonials came out really nice. I think that's beautiful. Your facts look so much better and so much prominent. I can read this. One thing that Charlie had was he had on his other page down here. I was showing him, like, you're showing them that a 5XL sizing, but you don't offer 5XL.
Right.
So don't show 5XL. So he was able to cut that off, which is great. There was one thing in the money back guarantee. So it's like, hey, what if I want to cancel my subscription? He's just like, oh, just email or call us. Well, that's great, but who do I call and who do I email? So what I like to do is put that information in the text as well, and it looks like he did. So it's like, hey, if you want to cancel, just email or call our phone number here. So again, that gives people confidence, like, okay, there's someone I can call or talk to if I want to cancel, which is great. Shirt here, green button here, pop it back up, and we need to anchor that button, Charlie. But yeah, you could keep it like this. I mean, this looks great. This looks fan-friggin-tastic. It's kind of cool. It highlights like both of them. I would say this is ready for cold traffic the way it is.
Do I need to put, because you were mentioning before that, you should have images of people wearing them. I do have images of people wearing them. It's just not very flattering.
We can do a split test on it. Just keep it like this right now, and then that'll be a good change we can make later to see if that helps.
All right.
Yep. Something that I will do though is see how the 3-step, right? So you don't have a 3-step here. It's just like pretty much a primary 1-step. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah, you don't have a 3-step here. Did you change that?
It's just a one-step order form.
You did okay. One step order form. Got it. Because back here, it was a three
Oh,
step.
you know what? Why isn't it the same? I never changed that. That's Trey bizarre. I don't mean it as you're bizarre. I mean,
If
that's
I
just,
had to guess, Charlie, you probably just added the order form on the page, and it was a one step when you added it. So just make it a 3. It'll change over.
Yeah,
yeah,
that's easy.
I'll make it a 3. And I wonder if it's because I had to do a lot of stuff to make it look right on mobile. And so I duplicated it, and then I figured out, oh, I shouldn't duplicate it. I had to
Yeah,
just do the left side only. And I wonder
yeah,
if I messed up the order form when I did that. I'll put
yeah.
it back to a 3-step.
Yeah, three step it is. Okay, cool. Okay, because that should, because see how we have this blank side over here? You won't have that anymore with a three step. But if you did, what I like to do is take some of these remaining testimonials and put them in the blank spot. So that way people are filling this out, they're getting confirmation on the left. Like this is
All
the
right,
right thing.
I just changed it. Hopefully that fixes it.
I might be cookied.
Yeah,
I'll
probably
remove
just cached.
Oh,
I'll remove this.
sometimes it takes a second.
ClickFunnels puts this in automatically, but you can remove it because they're not thinking like, oh, are you going to share my information? Hopefully not before they submit that button. So there's no
Oh,
reason to have that.
okay.
Yeah, remove that. Okay, so then let's take a look at. So again, we'll look at mobile. So, and then Charlie, I recorded a video of how to fix this piece right here at the top. But basically, this is still, I don't know if this is, you have it as one element or if you tried to do a
No.
2-column and then it slipped over. But basically what I do is, let me see if I can pull this in here real quick. So basically what I do is for mobile, oh, you can't see anymore. Oh, shoot. Well, okay, hold on. There we go. Okay, so for mobile, I create an element that's just one element, and then I center it, and then I literally put spacing in between the two.
Smart.
Okay.
Unless you have another way, Dante, but that's how I do it.
ClickFunnels has a flex container, so on mobile, I can actually get things to stack left and right instead of vertically.
Okay.
But
How do you do?
well, so that would be just click add an element. Type flex. Yep. Hit the flex. Bingo. Now you can add elements to that, but go to your flex. Yeah, do like a headline and a subheadline. Great. See in there, it's already set to that. Really quick, Trey, click off to the side, highlight that blue flex settings.
Oh, that was there. Hold on. Yep.
Yep. And then inside the settings, you're perfect right there. Nice. Now I can show my direction. How do I want things to be directed and my justification? And I can set up my alignment. I can also set the gap between my elements. So we can use a flex and we can get really, really specific. We can design like we're true pros, or just do what Trey did. There's no right or wrong.
That was ClickFunnels classic way.
Yes.
All right, so then yeah, ClickFunnels 2.0 solved that issue. So then yeah, mytoolshed.com, and then our phone number 8. Let's just call it 8. Oh, well, let me do it. 8. There we go. Perfect. All right, let's bring that down on text size.
Yep, that's all it is. 3 dots. Look at you.
So what is that, 0.8?
Yep.
We'll do the other one same way. There we go.
Golden.
Looks good. All right, so then the other thing I would do is just, again, go back to settings and then this top piece and this bottom piece. I always like to do 5s. Seems to be better. So we'll go ahead and delete mine. So
And
we
you
don't-
do get better conversions with the sound effect gang. Guaranteed.
Those are free. Those are free. All All right. So then, hey, you got to have fun while you're building funnels. You get lonely. All right. So then inspect. All right. Yeah. So then that's going to look just like that. Probably like that. Let's go back and look at that here. Let's make this. We want this to be. I guess you know what I would actually do if this was me. I don't know if what you do, Dante, but I would actually make this blue mobile, and then I would actually add a new row like this. I would drag this into here. Dang it. I would drag this into this. There we go. And then that row is mobile. And then you can see that's why I got those gaps. And then this one is desktop. So then on mobile, see how it's still, see I still have this gap here. So I'm gonna go to gap, the settings of gap, top, remove those, bottom, remove that. There we go. Now we're looking fancy. I'm just trying to get my real estate up. It's very important. There she is. Perfect.
Exactly what I would do too, Trey.
Yeah. Okay, cool. That's what I would do. All right, does everybody follow that? So then going back to this, yours will look similar, but it's going to be that top line. Like it's going to look like pretty much like that.
Okay.
Which is great. Like that's all you need. Like they just need to know they're in the right spot. Because then guess what they see is, you know, their eyes are drawn to this.
Right.
Right. And then look, they're already, so Charlie put this in the right order where they're already filling out the order form. Because if we do, if we would have just done desktop, I think it'll switch on me. Yeah, it switches. If we just did desktop and didn't move those around, what he did was he duplicated it and then made one mobile and one desktop. But what that does is it allows us for that billing information to come right after the shirt, so they can start picking that out. It's a 3-step. So it's going to be, you know, the first thing they're going to see is free shipping on 2 more shirts. They're going to select it. They're going to click next. They're going to fill out their billing information, click next, and they're going to click fill out their payment information, which is great.
All in one modal, no scrolling. They just stay right there.
Yep, that's what's nice. And then if they want to hear the blurb or if they want more information like testimonials, these are all great. Charlie, what I would do is for every fold, so see how we're past this fold now, I would put a button right here, a green button that says yes, select t-shirt size. And then that folds them back up. And so then there's one there. It's not going to follow me, so I got to delete it. But then we have under testimonials, I would do another one. Well, you know what we can do? I guess we could do a sticky.
Yes, we can set it up so that when they scroll past the order form, there's a button that then sticks to the top or bottom as they're scrolling, so that call to action follows them throughout the whole page.
Yep, that's
You're good at this, Trey.
Yeah, we want the sticky. All right, so sticky button on mobile.
I'll have to figure out how to do that. Is that going to make it really, really narrow on the left-hand side?
No, it's just like the button literally stays at the bottom of the phone.
Oh, so it's the same width. It's just the bottom. Okay, I got it.
It looks really good. And then when they click it, they're like ready to go. Yeah, you got it right here. So basically this button would follow them. It just stays at the bottom of the phone.
Okay.
Which is nice.
Figure that out.
Yep. Other than that, just those minute changes, and like you are off to the races. And then it's time for cold traffic.
That's exciting.
It is exciting.
That's exciting. Yeah, I mean, the first one I did was without, you know, you looking at the funnel and making it as good as it looks now. So yeah, I appreciate that.
But that's the game, Charlie, and you did it perfectly. You learned a system, you learned what you want to do, and you implemented to the best of your abilities. And then you got results. And it was time to iterate and time to pour more and time to build it into a fantastic looking page. And you've done that. And then you'll iterate on top of this. You'll keep doing it over. That's the game.
Right. split test some things? Do I put pictures that are maybe not as flattering of people in there, but does it convert better?
Yep, that's the split test. That'd be the like let's run cold traffic first, see if we get sales. If we do, then like let's get 20, 30, 40, 50 sales first, and then start split testing. We'll split test every 30 to 50 sales.
Okay.
Simple, clean, effective. Right? Hits
Yeah,
us
this
with
looks
a
so much
full-
better though. It really does.
It does. And it's the little things, right? It's just changing up. Like, look at the t-shirt. Look at the difference in the t-shirt.
Yeah.
I mean, wow. Huge.
Looks good.
Yeah, I'd like to look like that.
Right.
Man, if my side sucked in a little bit, yeah, give me that shirt. I need that.
Right?
Give me that shirt. All right, my friends, that was a college course on how to make your page look better. But it's all the same thing for everybody. It's just cleaning it up. Making it look clean and easy. We try to get clever. We try to put things in that don't need to be there. And when you remove it all, man, it really becomes something. It really becomes beautiful. It's just great. You got to have an eye for it a little bit as you get started, but once you do, and that's why I like 99 Designs, because those are designers and they can build you beautiful pages. You don't have to worry about, do I make an off-white, a white? Where's the picture of the shirt? What shirt? Like all the things that kind of come along with it. They make a beautiful page for you, and then it's like, oh yeah, that's what I was trying to do, but I didn't know how to use the paintbrush and the paint, right? Like, yes, like when you go, I've been in one of those wine drinking classes where you paint and drink wine, and they're like, here's what we're gonna make. You're like, that's impossible. And then step by step, at the end of the thing, you're drunk and you got this beautiful painting. You're like, I don't know how I became Picasso, but I'm hanging this on the wall. This looks bomb. Like, Mom, I did this. Like, you show it off to everybody. You're like, I painted that. While drinking wine. So it's a beautiful thing. It's just being led, being led by experts and like, hey, here's how you do it step by step. Pretty cool. So you guys can all take this, take this idea, take this concept of, look at your pages and say, okay, what are some dominating colors or text or things like that are hard to read? Like if you're squinting, if you find yourself squinting, if you find that you're having like some trouble, but you don't really know why, usually something's just wrong with the page, and just tune into those instincts and just, make the change. Like one of those instincts I gave Charlie before this call was this. So like this for me is hard to read.
I'm not seeing your screen, Trey.
Oh, I stopped sharing. Bring it back. So like for me, I found just myself like straining a little bit. And so if I'm straining, I'm like, okay, my other people are going to strain. So I would like to take this same color that he has here and put it here. And more than likely, I would also bold this text. That way it stands out. And then the answer is here. And most likely I would put this answer in black, because black on white is the easiest to read. We want people to find their FAQs easy to read and easy to know. Like, I don't want anybody straining to get the answer that they need because I'm trying to reflect my brand over knowledge, right? So make it easy for people, make it easy for them to understand and see and purchase. And that's what we want right here. And they will purchase from you because they feel good about it. Like, this is a clean looking $100 million business that sells shirts, and they're obviously know what they're doing. It looks clean, it looks good. Yeah, I'd buy from this company all day long.
All day.
So we just got to convince other people to do it.
Yeah, right.
We do that with cold ads. And so, but yeah, your ad will be this shirt, Charlie. That shirt that I showed you.
Okay.
your
Can I
ad.
show you can I redo my ad and then show it to you?
Yeah, of course.
Okay, thank you.
Yep. Ads, descriptions, copy. Like, you don't need, from what I found with TikTok, you don't really need much descriptions anymore. And where I'm getting the descriptions is in the TikTok comments. So I'll go to, or the Amazon headlines, and those are my description text, especially for a product that doesn't need to be sold, such as like cookie cutters, puzzles, cups, pins, yoga pants. Like, there's really nothing to say. It's a hat. If you want the hat, it's a hat. And most people want, you know, the hat. They don't need to be like sold on the hat. It's a hat. Something we sold, I don't have one here, but it was actually a newer product. And it was a mirror. It was a mirror, light up mirror for like people who like want the visor to go down and like click a button and it's like an LED light. So it's a newer product. But we still didn't do descriptions. We still just said like passenger princess is what we said it was, and with like some kissy faces for girls. And it sold. Like they watched the video, they saw what it did. They're like, yeah, I want that. We're good. Went to the page. Page led to the same product that they saw on the Facebook ad. They knew they wanted to purchase it. They just didn't know how many they wanted. So with V curves and things like that, we got them to buy 3, and off they went. So it's a beautiful thing. So this is gonna be great. This is gonna be really great.
I do have one more question, real quick, Trey.
Yeah.
So there's a bunch of people who are newer into the community that want to buy this T-shirt, and when it goes to cold traffic, I don't know if they're gonna see it. So I don't know if I should tell people about it in the community.
So the best thing about it is you've raised your price.
Yes.
So community buyers get it for a cheaper price.
Yeah.
And so that's what you can say on your about page. That's what you can say in your urgency. Like the urgency is still true. When the timer runs out, it goes to print. So make sure you get it. 3 hours left to buy, 7 hours, 7 hours left to buy, 24 hours left to buy. Like that same cadence is true. And then when you go to launch it, yeah, it's, hey, you can get it again. It's just $10 more. So you paid for laziness.
Right. Well, or being late, right there.
Right. Being late. Yeah, you're paid late. It's kind of like when ClickFunnels sells tickets to Funnel Hacking Live. The closer to the date, the more expensive the ticket is.
That's what you're telling me about getting tickets for the in-person event.
Yep. Hey guys, the price is going to go up. Hey guys, the price is going to go up. Hey guys, the price is going to go up. So that way you just, you have a reason to create urgency around buying now versus waiting till the last minute to buy. Because that's when most people buy, is within the last, you see it with the t-shirts. You see the first spike on day 1, it drops, trickles in, and then the last 48 hours, it spikes back up. It's the same bell curve every time.
Love a reverse bell.
It's a reverse bell.
Reverse bell.
Yep.
Upside down bell.
Upside down bell. That's right. Just gotta know. You gotta know it's coming. You gotta play the course, do the advertising just as you do, because people are getting ramped up, and then it's like, hey, now it's time to buy. You gotta make a decision now. Like, okay, I'm in. I'll buy it, Charlie. Dang it. You got me. And we put them in and get them in a subscription, That's what we want. 1,000 people at $20 a month, 20 grand. That's what it's at. And you've already starting to get subscribers, so you're well on your way.
Working on it.
Yep, that'd be a beautiful number. Give it a couple months, and you can show up here and you can share your screen and be like, look, 1,000. I got 1,000 people.
Oh, that would be amazing. That would be amazing.
Yep, happens every day.
I'd buy a nice bottle of bourbon.
Treat yourself. That's pretty funny. All right, man. Any questions before I jump off of here regarding the t-shirt funnel, Charlie's amazing before and afters?
Didn't really see any. The only I saw was from Vladimir. How often do you reset the timer? We launch shirts out every 2 or 4 weeks, depending on how good and fast you're getting. So when a new shirt gets launched, a new timer ticks down. But easy peasy there.
I guess there's inside the community versus cold traffic. So inside, I guess it would be like once a month, I'll have a week. And that once that timer is done, it's done. And people come back to me and say, can I buy it? I say, well, you can buy the next one.
Mm-hmm.
And I guess cold traffic will be a little bit different. I'll still have a timer on it. And that might just go every week, maybe.
Yeah, I think if people reach out, Charlie, you say, yeah, I can still get it for you, but we're past the printing process, so they charge me more. So it'd just be $29 instead of $19.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Annie asked, did 99 Designs make that shirt for you, Charlie?
Yeah, I did everything. I do everything. Whatever Trey and Dante told me to do is basically what I've done. Like there's no original thoughts here. So yeah, they said do 99 Designs, so I did 99 Designs. And now I have somebody from 99 Designs that designed my last shirt. I paid him $30.
$30. Come on.
Let's go.
Yeah.
99 Designs is not there to design your stuff. It's the scout. You're paying that amount to scout. I got a guy,
When he says scout, he means scout great talent. 99 Designs acquired great talent, and now you get to go scout and scalp that talent.
Yep. That's what you're paying the $200 for.
Yeah, I pay 30 instead of 200.
Yep.
Yeah, I have a guy who we got from 99 Designs. We pay him $1,000 a month, and it's unlimited everything. So he does like my PowerPoint slides. He does our website designs. He does our backgrounds, our logos, like everything that touches Photoshop is pushed through him, and we pay him $1,000 a month, and
He pumps it out.
clean. He's fast too. Like if I don't give him work for 2 days, he's like an ex-girlfriend pinging me of, hey, what, do you have more work? 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 He's like some 18-year-old, and just just hard driven, and he's just like, I need work. I was like, bro, you could totally be using me right now, just like floating this $1,000 a month, and like wait for me to give you something. But he's like, no, I need like you to give me something. And so I just try to give him like big projects, but it only takes him a day. So like I'm out trying to figure out what's the next thing I can give him, because he's just like, give me more.
That's a great problem to have.
Dude, the work ethic is insane. It is absolutely insane. Like he's obviously different time zones. So I wake up at 3 a.m. or 4 a.m. or 5 a.m. to a message from him like, hey, what do you need from me today? What work do you need from me today? What can I do for you? It's like, can every employee be like this? Like, let's go. It's perfect. It's great. My friends, this has been amazing. Hopefully you got some good feedback from it. Just to show like before and afters of, coming to these calls are important. Looking at your funnels is important. Getting different eyesight on your funnel is important. That way, it just allows you to convert better. I think Charlie would have converted decently fine on his original funnel. This is just going to allow him to convert better, is really what it comes down to.
Oh, this is night and day. This looks so much better. Like I myself would be more enticed to buy from the new one.
Mm-hmm. Good work. But now you got the template.
Yeah.
Now it's just rinse and repeat. New shirt, new, like you swap out 3
images. New image, maybe different words, whatever. I've tested it before, A/B tested.
Yep. Like it's literally the template. You have the template, continue on. Replace, repeat, don't change.
Yeah, copy
That's
funnel. Clone,
Copy
clone funnel.
That's right. Yep, copy clone and rock and roll. And yeah, so all right, I'm gonna jump off here. You guys have been amazing. Appreciate you guys. Love these Tuesday calls with you. And I'll see you guys next week.
Sounds great, Trey. We're looking forward to it.
Thank you, Trey.
All right.
Thank you,
buddy.
Charlie. Thank you, Charlie, for
Charlie.
letting us
Thank you.
go over everything. And
Thank you. Listen,
That was-
it's an honor for me to be here saying these things, right? Like I'm fortunate. Like I stuck with it, and now it's working. So that's pretty cool.
you're not fortunate. You're not lucky. Luck happens when preparation meets opportunity, right? You did the thing, Charlie.
I did.
Super proud of you, man. Great work.
Thank you. Thank
We'll
you.
see you, buddy.
Thank you again, Trey. You're amazing. All right, gang. Let me get this out of the way. All right, bingo. I can do this. I can do this. And oh, not a chance. Come on, let's get that back. There we go. Gang, awesome day. Oh, did we learn from that? I think everybody should have been able to learn from that. It's called having a 30,000 foot view. If you were to go drive through farm country in America, middle America, go drive through Illinois, it's really difficult to see. You can't see through the corn. You can only see the thing that you're on. And this isn't a marketer thing. This is more a business owner. This is more an entrepreneur. This is more a CEO skill set. But to be able to have that skill set to lift yourself above the corn and the beans, to have a 30,000 foot view. It's called that because airplanes typically fly at 30,000 feet. And if you fly over farm country, everything is really clear, isn't it? How many times have you flown over farm country and you're like, wow, look at all the roads and how they're connecting and look at how the irrigation is moving through. That's what we have to do to be able to have a 30,000 foot view on our funnel, on the thing that we're doing that customers are interacting with. And it is a great highlight why you want to be among titans. You know, in OFA, the way that we do things here at ClickFunnels, you don't have to walk with titans. You get to stand on the shoulders of titans. It's exactly what Trey does for us every day. So I really just want to encourage you, gang. Launch your funnel. Get the car out of the garage. Get on the freeway so you can start to see the off ramps and the exit ramps and all the different ways to monetize the thing that you've built. Let's go do the thing. Really proud of you guys. An awesome session, even for experts. Sorry, I meant to point this out. Even if you're an expert, every single thing that Trey just showed right there applies to your expert funnel. How to shorten your above the fold so you can maximize that prime oceanfront real estate. How to make your funnel easy to lay on the eye so customers can go through, see the right information. How not to reiterate yourself over and over and over again, saying the same things constantly to people. That's just funnel building. That's not specific to any track. So for our experts, thank you for sticking with us. There should be plenty that we can all pull from. So it's hackathon week here in Atlanta. Hackathons are really cool. We have all the developers in-house and we're all looking at the future and what do we need to build so we can help people make more money, get more conversions, and launch more funnels so you guys can have more success in your business. It's a really, really fun week. I love having these, but they're super hectic. So I have a 125 that is happening right now. I will have to let you guys go for now. If you have any questions, please post those in your communities. Either post it in your private VIP community, or you can just go to the main One Funnel Away community and post them. When you post, please tag me at Dante Torelli, just my name. You'll see it pop up. I think it's going to show a dog with glasses, or it'll show myself. Either one, choose either one. Once you tag me, it notifies me. I'll be able to see it. And as soon as I have a moment today, I'll be in there to help answer those questions, get you guys back on track. But awesome session today. Thanks for everybody hanging out with us in the stream. Glad you guys got to get something from this as well. This happens every single Tuesday with Trey. So please lock in for Q4. Lock in with us. Be here with us. Learn every week. Iterate every week. Implement every single week. And just for all the people watching the stream, if you want to get into VIP, you're more than welcome to do so. Just go to onefunnelaway.com. You can sign up for VIP right there, and you can sign up for next week to make sure you're in these sessions so you can get your questions asked by the titans of industry, and you can hyper accelerate your success. Eliminate the early on roadblocks just by doing that one thing. So I'll let you guys go. Amazing session. Amazing to be with you. Any questions, please put those in your community. Tag me so I'm sure to see them. And we're going to be back at it tomorrow. Same time, same place, same exact link. So looking forward to it.